Good morning. This is Doug, LibertyDisasterRelief.com. It's about 7:30 on Friday, August the 7th. After my day yesterday, it occurred to me that it might be interesting to take a camera along through my day and just let you see what it is that we do here. Or at least what it is that I do. 7:30, I just got up. I got 4 hours of sleep. I was up at 2 o'clock last night making bacon and eggs for like 10 people. And talking and crying with one that hit a kind of a breaking point finally, sort of. And at around midnight, we went to pick up a freezer at a guy's house who was moving, but stuff wasn't out of the way. He was working all night to get his storage thingy pod packed so the movers could pick it up and all this stuff anyway. So we had to take 4 guys at midnight to go get a big old freezer, which is great because we really need another one and everything, but now we got to figure out where to put it. Yesterday we had more people show up, so we're at 28 right now in the 2 townhouses. But we did get some toilet paper donated. That was really nice. So I haven't done anything but pull a shirt on and grab a hat. See, I mean, you just, what do you think of that? Huh? Anyway, I'm not a coffee drinker, and so got to brush my teeth, get my day going. It's 7:30 right now. I got a big list of stuff that I got to do to get ready for tomorrow. We still don't have enough vehicles or whatever to haul everything to the park, so I'm going to have to scrounge up a trailer or a truck or something. And so I'm just going to kind of, I know, I'm just tired, I'm sorry. I'll wake up on the next little edit here. Got to go get bread, got to go to Harvesters, got to load that up. I'm just going to kind of give you a timeline of my day, and people that give me trouble say I don't work, or that I don't have a job. It's not that I'm exactly trying to defend myself, because God's my defender, and that's not the point of this video. I know I have a job. Everybody here knows I have a job. But just to kind of give you a sense of, you know, what you might be in for if you decide to do this kind of stuff in your town. Of course, it could be different for you. You could have a lot more help and a lot more whatever. But today, besides what I'm doing, there'll be people organizing and sorting and boxing the clothes up and getting that stuff done, plus making phone calls, letting folks know what time the event is tomorrow, and hopefully all of that kind of falls into place without too much direction from me. Plus, we got to move the freezer downstairs and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, so that's it for this update, and I'll give you more as we go through the day. Hopefully it won't be too long. I'll try. Thanks. Talk to you later. Oops. Hey guys, this is Doug. It's 9:15. My day. I can see why the Lord would have me do this today. Okay, get up at 7:30, do a video from you guys. Log on to the Harvesters website, which is the big food bank downtown that we get stuff from. And we get stuff free, but we got to pay them 10 cents a pound handling charge. Okay, well, I try to log on. My accounts are all on hold because we've got old money, old invoices that we owe them. So now I got to call and find out if they're going to let me have the event tomorrow, and if I can pick up the 2,000 pound order today or not. Because everything else in my day is contingent on, you know, whether or not that's going to happen. If we're not going to have the event tomorrow, then I'm not going to scrounge up ice. I'm not going to get a trailer. I'm not going to whatever. I'm not going to get ready to go at noon and get the order picked up, all of that stuff. So I wait on them. They call me back, say, yeah, it's okay, but you need to come up with, you know, $700-800 or something next week to get caught up on a whole bunch of stuff there. So then I got one of the guys in the house. Can you take me down to the courthouse? I missed a court date for a traffic ticket. I need to see what I need to do. Can you wait for me so I don't have to walk 3 blocks back? And then I get a call from a brother that used to live here. Can you come get me at Walmart and bring me over to your place? We'll talk about it then. Well, I got a pretty good feeling he needs a place to stay, so we're going to jam another one in, shoehorned on top of the 28 that we already got, which would be fine because I love him with all my heart and he's welcome anytime. And I got to go get the bread. It's about 9:15 right now. I got to go over to the grocery store, pick up the bread and the produce. That's our regular every morning thing. Usually I take a helper with me or somebody else goes, but this morning I'm by myself because a bunch of folks were up all night last night, and everybody seems to be in bed. And I'm going to need a seat in the van anyway because it's all empty except for that one seat right there. And I got to go pick up this brother at Walmart. So, and now I'm going to get out and check the mail and pray that there's some money in the mail today so that we can get some of this stuff caught up. And we've got rent due on both of the places. We've got utilities and all kinds of stuff. So and we just throw our arms open and take in whoever, knowing that most of the time they come with nothing, and that's okay. You know, God'll make a way. So somehow this thing seems to keep rolling along, even though by all rights there's really no way this should work, but somehow it does. And I've seen him do it before, and this is a whole lot of faith. Anyway, 9:15, keep you going as we go through the day, see what other twists and turns we have here. Thanks for listening. Hey guys, it's Doug. I just finished picking up the grocery store. This is a fairly light load for today. We got over here, we got miscellaneous apples, corn, other stuff. We got bags of the salad they throw away a day before it's due. I got two boxes of those. These are all cheesy salad topper things, bread, donuts, cakes, pies. I probably got 25 pies, more pies back there. There's grapes. Those are nectarine, apricots, a couple of 3 or 4 cantaloupes, some peaches in there and stuff. But anyway, that's a pretty full minivan. Sometimes we're up to the ceiling stacked with boxes. But now I'm headed over to Walmart, pick up another brother, and it is 9:56. That's all for now. Hey guys, this is Doug. Another update. It is noon, and we are running behind. I'm in the truck. Back behind us somewhere is the van. We're headed down to the big food bank to get about 2,000 pounds of stuff loaded up, which is kind of light for our normal Friday before a big event. But that's the best we could do, and I'm not sure. This one feels kind of weird because we're all slapping some stuff together at the last minute. I'm not sure if we made all the phone calls we need to make. After I got the bread, I went and picked up a brother at Walmart who's going to stay with us because his wife's whatever throwing him out or something, and he wasn't altogether completely sober, so we'll get the straight story later. But just the clothes on his back as he was getting off work. He works overnight with one of our other guys, and anyway, so we're glad to have him and squeeze him in. That makes 29 in the 2 houses now. So new record today. Had a new record yesterday, and we broke it again today. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. And I didn't count Charles because he kind of sleeps there, but he hasn't decided if he's moving in or not yet. So I can't remember if that would make us at 30 or that would make us at 29, because he's there all the time, but I can't remember if I counted him. Anyway, we're headed down to get loaded up. I'll maybe take some shots of that as we're doing that. I got 4 little helpers with me on this leg of the trip to get the trucks loaded, strapped down, and then we'll head back.
and then we got to take some of it to the freezers at one of the grocery stores to keep it overnight until tomorrow. So along the way, I got a phone call from a guy in Indianapolis that wanted me to give him some feedback on the city on 7 hills and where that is in the Bible and what that means, and we talked about that a little bit, and I mentioned that the Lord had shown me that America is a city on 7 hills because there's 7 major mountain ranges, counting Alaska and Hawaii, Hawaii being the biggest. The largest, tallest mountain in the world is Mauna Kea. It's just mostly underwater. Anyway, so people think that's Rome and the Vatican and everything, but then again, if you're in outer space looking down, America sits on 7 hills. So I don't know, maybe that's another spiral people need to consider. Anyway, and then let's see, what other crisis? Couple other phone calls trying to arrange. Still haven't found ice for tomorrow, and we don't have any hot dog buns. We got lots of really good brats and hot dogs, but I haven't got buns at all at the moment. Maybe a couple of dozen, and we really need about 400. So we're gonna have to see God come through on that here pretty quick. That's my day since doing lots of organizing. We got to get that freezer put down in the basement, so we're trying to get rearranged for that, and then we're trying to make room for Jerry and other folks and whatever, and adjust for everything. So a lot of running around, a lot of sweating today. It's 88 degrees right now, the truck says, but it's supposed to get hotter, and it's supposed to be 98 tomorrow, so ice would be really good, but so far that hasn't come through. So I got to make some more phone calls, and donor dad of one of the guys at the house said he might like to put a couple tires on the van for us, which would be great, but it really needs an alignment because otherwise it's just going to eat one of the tires because somebody hit a curb. So how exactly we're going to stop everything that we're doing and take the van, which we need, and go get tires and alignment on it today, because this is when he's in town and he wants to do it, and he doesn't want to just give me the money for it. He wants to actually feel like it got done, which is sweet and everything, but inconvenient. Anyway, so I'm almost to Harvesters. That's it for this update. More in a while. Bye. Look, I got wings. Hey guys, this is Doug again. It's 1:30. We got the truck and the van packed jam tight from the food bank. I got one big pallet of just boxes, a big pallet of meat, another pallet of pizza crust, big pallet of pizza crust, and we just ran over to the grocery store that has a great big freezer that lets us store it overnight until the event tomorrow. It's kind of a hassle because, you know, it would be handier if somebody just gave us a big building with walk-in freezers and coolers, and we could do everything in one place and we wouldn't have to do it 2 or 3 times. But, you know, whatever. Oh, like that one right over there. That would be a good one for somebody to give us. Big mega church over there. That anyway, but they're helping with ice tomorrow, as it turns out. I couldn't get a hold of anybody else, and I called the facilities manager over there, and he's going to give us as much ice as we need for the event tomorrow. So we're going to go over there in the morning, call a custodian, and they'll load us up with ice, and then go to the grocery store, get the stuff, get the trough at the farm and home store, haul the trailers and the whatever down, and it'll be fun time for all. Anyway, so that's 1:30. We're headed back to the house now. Nothing much to unload because the 2 pallets, we just got a little bit of bread and some soy milk and some other stuff for the house. Anyway, more later. Hey, this is Doug. It's oh shoot, I just looked and now I forgot. It's 2:42 on Friday. I went out to check the mail. We got back to the house, unloaded a little bit of bread and other stuff. We got some soy milk and some other stuff for the house that was donated, and I got a chance to sit in the air conditioning for a minute, check my email, make a phone call, and go back out and hit it. I got to run to the hardware store, get some little screws to fix one of the tables that we need for tomorrow, and came to check the mailbox to see what we got in there, the permit from the city to do the thing and everything else, and kind of felt from the Lord to stop by this other grocery store where they like us and see if they had any day-old hot dog buns, because I have no hot dog buns, or had no hot dog buns, and so I just came over here and said, hey, you got any day-olds? And they did, and so I got this box here and this box here. You can see the truck. I don't want to step into traffic. The truck's totally loaded up with empty boxes. We're going to need all of those tomorrow, and that probably is not going to be quite enough for, that's a whole pallet. I don't know if you can see. There's 2 big stacks of boxes on the truck, but there's about 300 hot dog buns and some hamburger buns for tomorrow. We're still probably 200 buns short, maybe 300 buns short, but I'm sure they'll show up. Maybe they'll show up on the truck at the last minute, or when we pick up bread in the morning, the other grocery store will have some for us. Anyway, just a little example of God multiplying the bread, and so far this event looks to be maybe the cheapest one we've ever had. I don't hardly have maybe $20, $30 in gas so far in this one. It's not going to be as big as some of the others, but as far as total volume of food, the truck last time was extraordinarily heavy, plus all the stuff that we had at the last minute. But anyway, we got a bunch of copies made. The postal store gave us a whole bunch of copies, so I got lots of copies of the Apology of the World and the other flyers and forms that we're going to need for the event. And I'm going to run into the dollar store and get some little screws for the tables. And this is little Liberty, Missouri here, strip mall, just like every other little town. Over there's the UPS store and Popeyes, and anyway, more as we go along. I've still got a good 8 hours in my day at least. See? Hey guys, this is Doug, looking more sweaty all the time. It's 5:53. I got a chance to eat a salad because I was fasting without food or water till after we got the load picked up at Harvesters, which for whatever reason the Lord does all the time. I don't quite understand, but it's okay with me. Anyway, got some water, got salad, got some weird Mexican chocolate roll-up thing with pineapple in it, and 5:53, headed back. We got the dad of one of the guys decided to bless us and put new tires on the front of the van, which is great, but we couldn't get it aligned because the tie rods and the pitman arms are bent or something, and it wouldn't hold an alignment. There's too much play, so we're gonna have to figure out what that's about, and otherwise it's just gonna eat that tire eventually, I'm sure. But I know there's been an issue with that for a while, but anyway, so we'll see how that goes. We're headed over now. There's Kevin and Courtney and Shelly somewhere back there. We're headed over to the storage unit to get Gatorade and Propel and whatever drinks we got for the event tomorrow. And then we got to go pick up some blank CDs because I got to burn a whole bunch of Jesus music CDs real fast tonight, and then as many as we can. And then what was the other thing? Oh, box tape. Gotta have box tape because they freak out in the morning if we show up without box tape. Then the bottoms of all the boxes just fall through and they get really mad and whatever. So we gotta get box tape and heating pad for Rusty because his back's really hurting him real bad. So y'all pray about that and pray for Rusty. And pick up the gas grill that we need for tomorrow. I gotta change lanes. I don't know if you caught that on the video. Actually, I think I was on the phone last time. I almost killed a lady, but she slammed on her brakes and I didn't hit her. It's okay. It's all part of the plan. And look, I got wings. And anyway, so we're gonna go load up a bunch of Gatorade right now. You can see the van is empty, but it's gonna be full pretty soon. And we'll leave it full until in the morning and just go down to the park. But we also got to go pick up a trailer, and after we get the Gatorade and the grill, and that's the plan. anyway, that's it for now. More updates later. Bye. Hey guys, it's Doug. It's 9:23. I'm sitting here at my computer. See, that's a computer. Sitting here at my computer at my messy workstation at the dining room table, where I can sort of, I don't know what, be here for everybody to come ask me for whatever it is they need. I've got 2 frozen chili dogs I'm going to microwave here in a minute. I was hoping somebody was going to grill out front tonight, but never happened. Still yet to go tonight. I've got to burn a whole bunch more copies of some CDs so we can give them away at the park. I've got to organize the paperwork and the flyers, the sign-up sheets, all of that kind of stuff. I've got to, we're out of buttons, but I don't think there's any hope for that tonight. I got to make a kind of a punch list, of checklist of things to do in the morning, and who's got to go do what, where, or just what needs done. And then I just, on the fly, somebody says, hey, I can do this, and off they go, and go get ice, go get whatever. And so, also, I got to check, make sure we got all the condiments for the taco hot dog wagon thing, and everything there. We picked up the grill, picked up the trailer. We got to load the trailer at some point tonight, and stuff's just sitting out front, in front of the house for the last 3 or 4 days, praying it wouldn't get rained on. Boxed up clothes and stuff, and sure enough, it didn't get rained on. But anyway, it's 9:24. I'm going to get a little something to eat while I'm burning CDs here and stuffing envelopes or CD covers and whatever else, and update you in a while. Hey guys. It's 10:45 on Friday. I'm out on the back deck. Really hot night. Probably hear all the crickets and stuff. Some deep conversations in the last couple hours. Talking to folks. Answering a bunch of YouTube messages. First chance I've had today to really get on the computer at all. Delete a lot of spam emails. Did you know Viagra's on sale? Evidently 100 times a day they think it's necessary for me to know that. Really tired. Got to be at the park at 8, which means probably got to be at 6. So, assuming that I actually get to bed in the next, half hour, I'll get 6 or 7 hours before tomorrow. But the night before these events tends to go all wacky and all kinds of warfare. Already there's some folks that are just getting pounded on, and it's all part of the plan, and they're learning stuff, and breaking things, and it's humbling them or humiliating them, or I don't know what, but it hurts to watch. I've poured out on a bunch of people, just spiritually, whatever I got, Lord, give it to them, and feeling drained, and the Lord fills my cup and whatever, but it's a lot of, it's not even warfare, it's not even, it's just the weight that's necessary to carry, evidently, and I can see how it drags on some folks, and people can see it drags on me. We don't have the help that we need. We don't have the financial help. We don't have the people that are supposed to be here. There was somebody that's supposed to be here that's supposed to be secretary, administrative assistant, keeping track of contacts, organizing stuff, and they're not here. So a lot of that doesn't get done, or doesn't get done the way it should, because the person that's gifted for that isn't here. Musically, there's a bunch of stuff that should be happening that isn't. lots of other ways. We're crammed into two townhouses. One of the folks that's staying with gets custody of their kid this weekend, so that puts us to 30 for tonight, which is a new record. We were at 28 yesterday, and one showed up that may be here for a while and came back again, and one of the kids that's coming to stay for the weekend, so that puts us at 30 bodies in 6 bedrooms and 2 finished basements. And pretty much every sofa is occupied, and nobody's on the floor, but I think we got one upper bunk left, maybe 2, and that would be capacity. And yet, if God tells you to come, and we'll make room for you. We just fit another 7-8 people in the last 2 days that I didn't think we had room to fit. So if Lord tells you to help, by all means help. Call, email, PayPal, something. If the Lord tells you to come, then come. And whatever, we'll do the best we can for you. And we got some people here that really know how to love, and they'll give you everything that they got, and they'll run on empty to serve God, and somehow it brings Him more glory when we're persevering, even when it doesn't look like we should or could, or it's even possible. Anyway, God bless you. Thanks for listening to all this. I know it's kind of rambly. I'm not even sure if the Lord's going to let me put this anywhere right now, but this day was not particularly atypical of most days. We got the event tomorrow, but pretty much this is fairly typical of what my days are like. Sometimes there's a lot more counseling and a lot less food. Sometimes people are here from out of town and we got to focus on them some. But pretty much 8 a.m. to 1 a.m. non-stop kind of stuff. And it's the greatest job in the world, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. And it's a constant adventure. In the midst of everything, I think I woke up this morning, I don't know, several $1,000s in the hole, and $5 or $6 I think in cash on me. Somebody handed me 50, and somebody handed me 150. Somebody put new tires on the front of the van, offered to get an alignment if we get some parts that it needs. And so all of a sudden I'm up about $500, and another 40 after that. So what tomorrow's going to bring, I don't know. We'll just see. But I love you, and we're praying for you, and we're praying for revival. We're praying for the body to be one. We're, pray for your city. Pray that people would lay down their walls and their divisions and start being one body, and that somebody would go out front and show them how it's done. And even if it's you and it costs you everything, it probably will. They're real stubborn and they don't want to hear, and the enemy really wants to stop it. But the more people there are doing it, the more the enemy's forces are going to be divided up in all different places trying to stop revival. So maybe the best thing you could do for us is to get a fire burning in your town, and that'd take some of the pressure off of us, and maybe we'd all see some more breakthrough. Anyway, thanks for listening. Love you guys. God willing, this is the end of the day for me. I didn't do a video at 3 o'clock this morning when I was up making eggs and bacon for 10 people. So I didn't get to bed till 4. Got up at 7:30 and running all day. So anyway, not much left of this 24-hour period. Sundown, so it's the Sabbath. Shalom, Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. Anyway, we're gonna keep working tonight, tomorrow, and go feed a lot of folks and rest when the Lord says to rest. Because the Sabbath isn't Saturday or Sunday. The Sabbath is Jesus, and when He tells you to rest, you rest, and He'll work out the details from there. Thanks for listening. More at libertydisasterrelief.com, fellowshipwithmartyrs.com, churchofliberty.com, and in the Bible. Look it up. See what you're supposed to be doing. What it's supposed to be like for you. How persecuted are you? How much are you suffering? How much do you qualify for Matthew chapter 5? The meek and humble and mourning. Anyway, love you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.